What's up? What's up? What's up, my peeps? And we're live back again on a beautiful Sunday afternoon, with the one and only, my boy, freestyle singer, recording artist, Marcos Nieves. What it do, bro?
Hey, how you doing, everybody? How's everybody doing out there?
Oh, good, bro. How are you, man?
I'm doing great. Life is good.
All good. How's freestyle doing? How's the freestyle doing? Music career?
The freestyle career is doing great. There's a lot of new stuff going on, a lot of new music. I'm planning to do 2 new songs. Should be out sometime by the end of this summer. Other than that, I'm just doing a lot of writing, a lot of producing, getting my stuff together.
You like to produce, huh? You like the studio, the whole being in the studio and all that?
Yeah, I love the scenery. I just love the energy that's in the studio.
Yeah.
You're
a very creative person. I've always, every time I see you and the way that you speak, and I know that you're like very creative, very like deep person, like deep thinking.
Yeah.
It's called that's called an artist. A real artist, is someone who somehow lives inside his world, his mind, and it's got the opportunity not only to live in this platform, but to tap into other platforms. So you can get, info from other platform and, and bring that poetry and print it and send it out to this platform. You're a very unique person. I know that.
Thank you very much. I try to be different and versatile. Being in the freestyle industry, sometimes you get to hear, like, you get tired of hearing the same story, the same words. I like to change up, the scenery a little bit and add some strong words in there, just to let the people know how strong the feeling is within the song.
Let me ask you a question. How did you start? How did you know you had this thing for music?
That's very funny that you ask. Well, you know what? It started in like around 91, 92. I started DJing around like in 91, and I was DJing house parties, and I started playing freestyle music, and I got into the freestyle music, and then right after that, I got more intrigued with it. So I started messing around, and I started singing along to it. And I was like, oh, wait a minute, I sound pretty good. I had other people tell me that I sound pretty good. They was like, you should follow it. So then at that time, I was chilling with Pain, chilling with Sonaya. So there was a couple of people that was already freestyle artists, that was already out there. So they helped me put together my first song. And then, that happened in 93.
In 93?
So, yeah, in 1993, I made my first song called Crying Out to You with Hector from Pain and Sonaya.
With Cito.
Yeah.
With
Cito.
Very, very good friend of mine and very talented man.
Yes, he is very, very talented.
Very talented.
Kudos to him.
But when did you know that you can sing? That's when did you say I can sing, man. I can do this thing.
In middle school.
In middle school.
Yeah. In middle school.
Yeah. That's when you realize that, you know, that you could do it, that you could sing, that you have passion for music and for singing.
Yeah. Yeah, it was in middle school. I used to sing along to like different slow rock music, stuff like that. And I knew I sounded good because when I started singing professionally, there wasn't much that wasn't much for me to learn how to do. You know, I pretty much just did it on my own.
Let me ask you a question. Where did you get, like, for example, what's your besides the genre, the freestyle genre, what is your genres that are very influential to you, to your music today?
I would say certain like popish, R&B-ish, you know, the R&B itself is a great influence, and yeah, the pop genre, because you know the pop genre has like a lot of hidden messages within the song. So I like that, and it actually pushes me, you know, to do what I do.
Right. So one influential artist that we all know in the pop genre that we can use as reference, or someone who really has impact you in influence.
In the pop genre, wow, there is so many. You know, there's so many.
Too many to mention.
Yeah, but you know, in the pop genre, you know, I would have to say the most influential will be Michael Jackson.
Michael. Yeah.
You know, he came, like, his story, it's phenomenal.
Yeah, you hit the nail right on the head, man. Michael Jackson, very influential to all of us. Michael, let me ask you a question, my bro. So, what's the first song? What's your first freestyle song that got, you know, played in different places? Your very first recording song.
My first freestyle song that I made was called "Crying Out to You." That was put out in '93 under Tango Records.
Tango Record, "Crying Out to You."
Yeah.
Could we hear that?
If
we go on YouTube, could we find it? Could we hear it?
Yes. If you was to go to YouTube, you will be able to find that song, and you would be able to hear it.
And under Marcos Nieves.
Yes. If you was to go to YouTube and put Marcos Nieves Latin freestyle, you will see many of my songs on there.
That's cool. That's what, you know, that's what this segment is all about. The segment is it's all about finding, you know, those people, networking, people who, you know, who haven't heard other artists, you know, of freestyle, you know, for them to see them, to know where their music is at, and if they like it, you know, you can go and purchase their music. You know, you got your records, your music for sale online too.
No, I do not have them ready to be out in digital yet, but that is all in the process. But I do have my album. I have physical copies of my album, which has 13 tracks on it. They were all produced by Rob Federici from the Polygon, in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Very good sound quality, and if anyone is interested in buying the album, you can always just inbox me inbox me and give me your information, and we will share information.
Yeah.
But until I can get that into digital.
That's really cool, because, you know, I also, you know, I sell so once in a while, you know, I sell some music. People inbox me, they want me to sign autographs. So that's a very good way, because some of selling and getting the music across, because some people want the physical CD, you know,
right?
And they want you to sign it and stuff like that. So, you know, until you get all your digital stores and stuff like that, that's a very good way. And, you know, there's a lot of people who are enthusiastic of having the physical CD you know, a lot of collectors and freestyle enthusiasts. So
Right.
okay, so then, what was your second freestyle song? How do how do Marcos Nieves evolve, you know, after that first freestyle track that you recorded?
Well, the second song I made, it was called "Come Back to Me,"
Come Back to Me.
and that song was released on a compilation. It was named Boca Records.
Boca Record.
Yeah.
Boca Record, and the song's name is "Come Back to Me."
Yes.
What would you say has happened to your sound since the beginning stages of Marcos Nieves and the current Marcos Nieves? What would you say it changed?
Well, you know what? Maturity.
Which one?
You know, excuse me?
What was that word that you just said?
Maturity.
You mature in your music, okay?
Yes, yes. I grew, you know, I grew along the years, and along that, you know, my writing skills improved, you know, and everything grew, everything matured. So, you know, I still sound the same. It's just, you know, I just grew in time, and I matured for the better.
Cool.
So
and your fountain, the fountain of creativity, your fountain of creativity. Where does it's a personal things that you live? Is it do you get the vibe from other people that are going through problems, and you jump into their vibe, and you connect into that frequency and you capture that moment? Or is it all your stuff? Is it all the stuff that you live? How does that happen? Because it happens to every single writer. It's completely different.
Well, you know, to be honest with you, all of my songs are from my emotions, my feelings from, you know, things that had happened to me, you know, different situations in my life, you know, and every song that's on that track, you know, is a message in there, you know, in each and every one of those songs.
Mm-hmm. And you know, and coming from a person that I know that is, you know, you're inside, you're you know, a very passionate person, you know, very deep person, very deep thinker, and coming from you, I know it's very cool. You know what I'm saying? It comes from a real legit place. You know, you're writing, and it's, you know, and not only that it's legit, it's something that you feel like every kind of like your life is like a reality show, and then you know how to print it in paper. You know what I'm saying? You know how to print. You're basically, what you're doing is it's kind of like you know, like your own you know, reality show is that paper that you write on a daily basis, you know, where you keep your diary, you know, and you just write everything that you're feeling. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I appreciate your music because of that. You know, I see you, and I've seen you a bunch of times, and when I see you, I say, this guy, this guy is, you know, you come from a very legit place, you know, in your writing.
Thank you very much. You know, it's like I said, my writing, you know, is inspired by things that has happened to me, you know, very emotional, you know, and, you know, I love keeping it like that. I keep it real. I keep the emotions the way it is, because that's what freestyle music is all about. Freestyle music is about, you know, being real with you and being in touch with your emotions and feelings, and not be afraid how you could express yourself. That's what freestyle music is all about.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you. I'm completely with you. I was talking to Andrea yesterday, Andrea Martin, and that's exactly what we were saying, you know, and our genre is one of those genres that you can use to bring out, you know, any kind of emotions, whether it's really happy emotion towards someone, or whether it's really, you know, really like painful
really
emotions, sad
Yeah,
emotions, and angry
yeah,
emotions, and it's just
right.
and we was laughing about this because we said it's like an all-in-one. You know what I'm saying? It's it's a package deal. In our genre, you can just express yourself. And it's one of those key
Right.
elements. One of those key elements that makes the freestyle genre a very very beautiful genre.
Yes, and I agree with you there.
Mm-hmm. So where we going next? Where's Marcos Nieves right now in his music?
Well, like I said, I've been doing a lot of writing. I'm trying to get together my second album. Um, I'm actually going to go into the studio sometime next in a few months, and I'm going to be doing 2 new songs, and then from there I'll just be, how you may say, continue doing my writing, select the song, practice the songs, and then go back and then do 2 more, and after that do 2 more until I get my second album done. So that's going to be a long project, but I should be trying to get that done by the end of next year.
Let me ask Marcos Nieves, the composer, the writer, something. Is Marcos Nieves in a happy place at this moment? In a dark place? What is Marcos Nieves writing about these days?
You know what? To be honest, I'm in a happy place.
Happy place. So we are having happy freestyle coming from you.
Yes, actually, one of the songs that I'm gonna make is called "Broken."
Broken.
That's not a happy one,
No.
but it's a real good one.
Yeah.
But the happy one is called "I Love You."
Okay. It doesn't get any happier than that, my friend. If you feeling
No.
the love feeling, you are in the right spot emotionally. So with the exception of Broken, everything is beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay. So what happened with Broken? Why in a collection of songs that are aimed towards that happy place? What happened in there? What interrupted you? What happened? What interrupted you that you wrote in the middle of all this? You wrote a song called "Broken."
Well, what happened was that what happened is, Bernardo, that "Broken" was made at a point where that's how I felt. I felt broken. It was crazy at that time. I was at a dark place at that time.
Okay, so "Broken" is a song that was from another era of your life, and then you are bringing it to this particular album because at this particular time your emotions is in a completely different place than Broken.
Yes. Well, we're talking about my new song, "I Love You."
Mm-hmm.
Well, time changed, things changed. People came into my life. I met a special person, and she brought it out of me.
Okay, I like that. So it's so cool. What you're saying is so beautiful, and this is that moment where this is the moment that I really like. So how it's incredible how can one person come through and change somebody else's feeling. It's called love.
Well, it's about the perfect timing.
Yeah.
It's about that. It's about that, this individual came into my life where, where I needed her, and she came to me, and from that, with everything that she has done for me through all in all, you know, that brought out, you know, so much love. She showed me so much love that I had to put it all in a song on how I felt about her.
And you know what? And I, you know, and I gotta thank her. You know what I'm saying? We all have to thank her. Anyone, this is crazy. This is the part. How it so the, you know, because for you, she's your girl, and you know, it's so passionate. But you know, for us, the viewers and everyone who's watching you and hearing your music, she's the muse. You know, she's, because without her ingredients, there wouldn't be no this happy album that historical, your next album, that Marcos Nieves freestyle historical album that you're putting out, you know, without the ingredients of this special someone that is in your life that influenced you, and you know, and you wrote this track because you was vibing to the love vibe, and then you gave Freestyle the gift of love, a whole album.
Yes, that particular song will be followed by many. Truthfully speaking, she's a big inspiration.
Yeah, and I, you know, and this is what true art is all about. Like I see musicians the same way that I see people who paint. You know, painters, they get a breakthrough, right? Like for example, you get like a painter like the Van Gogh. You know what I'm saying? He painted the sunflowers one day, and then he started painting sunflowers in collections and collections. You know, he had a breakthrough. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about. So this is it. You have this change, this life-changing experience, you know, that is so deep and so beautiful at this particular moment that it takes your pen, it directs your pen to writing beautiful. my bro, it's incredible how it is that love has the power to move the pen where it wants, shakes it, the shakes, and starts writing only beautiful things because of what you're feeling. It's incredible how connected we are to other humans, and how true love could be.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Very right, Bernardo. You know, it just took that special someone to just do what she did, you know, and for me to see that, because a lot of people just, you know, don't have a chance sometimes to find that, you know, and when you find it, you know, you just don't want to let it go.
Marcos, I gotta interrupt you here for a second. There's a couple of people who would love to see you singing a bit of a cappella, bro. A little song.
What do you want me to sing?
No, well, let's sing one of the beautiful things. Let's see one of the beautiful current love ones that you have written for your muse.
See, you know what? If you want, I will do "Come Back to Me." I will do a little bit of "Come Back."
Do it.
Okay.
Let me hold on. Let me make the formal presentation to all my viewers. Okay. So my peeps, the one and only Marcos Nieves is here. Do it, my friend.
All right. Remembering when we were together, the love that we shared was stronger than ever. The pain that I put you through was caused by my foolish errors.
Beautiful, beautiful. Aplauso, please. Aplauso pa Marco. Thank you, my bro. You know, I mean, I'm so excited about all this in social media, and you know what I'm saying? Here we are, we're live. We're live, bro. We're live, and everybody's here live. You know, they're in the comfort of their own home. We're in the comfort of our own home, and you know, and we're man, all over the world, man. This interview, it's global. Wherever there's love for freestyle, there's someone out there watching this at this particular moment. What would you say? What would you say for someone, a freestyle lover, somewhere in a very, very, very far away place from their home.
As far as what?
Just a message. Someone who is in the army, someone in, you know, in the other side of the world fighting for our country and stuff like that. And they're just there, you know, and for a moment they can see this interview and they're watching you at this particular moment.
Well, you know, I would say to them, thank you for their services. And, you know, I would say, you know, keep freestyle music alive, you know, and let that love that you hear from freestyle keep you in that same positive vibe.
Yeah. Aplauso para Marco. Marco, you speak Spanish, my bro?
Yeah. So I speak a little bit.
A little bit. You so, and you can. Have you ever rocked a song in Spanish, like a freestyle song? Have you ever done a Spanish version?
You know what? I do have something written, and it's called "Dime por qué."
Dime por qué.
Yeah.
You know, the reason why I ask you this because, you know, I've been doing some interviews from freestyle and lovers and the freestyle family in other countries, and for example, one of the first things they say is, you know, could we get more Spanish freestyle out here? Because, you know, we could put it on the radio, but it needs to be, the words needs to be in Spanish. And I'm like, you know, you're right. I'm gonna, every time that I speak to a freestyle singer, I'm gonna encourage them that, you know, to don't forget about making a Spanish, like a Spanish version to it. Because if you go to the studio and you make a song already, why don't just just keep it like a track, and then, you know, maybe another time just come through and just drop a nice little Spanish version. It doesn't have to be in the same time, but, you know, later on, you know how you can get like just the track itself, and then you can go to the studio and, you know, and put some Spanish, you know, make a Spanish version, and, you know, that way our Spanish freestyle community and family out there can, you know, promote and do their thing and put freestyle back in their radio stations over there in Spanish. And little by little, we're gonna start seeing those messages. You know, hey, you want to come through to Brazil? You want to come through to Colombia? You want to come through? You know, you never know.
Right. And you know what? And what you're saying is true. You know, us as freestyle artists, you know, that are bilingual should be able to at least do something, put something out there.
I lost your image there for a second, my bro.
Oh, I'm sorry. What I was saying was that.
No, but I lost you. Can you touch a button? Like something happened there.
Now?
No, I don't see your image.
I don't know. Let me see.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let me see something. All right, can you see me now?
I can see you now. Can you see me now? Okay. I can see you now.
Yeah.
Okay. So where was we? Where was we? Look, everybody saying, saying I love it. A lot of people commenting, and, you know, just because we got you back. We didn't lose Marcos, bro. We got Marcos. There's plenty of Marcos here for a while, people. Okay.
Yeah, ask your questions, ask away. You know, I will. The people that I see, you know, because unfortunately I won't be able to comment live now, but I will go back into the video, and everyone that did comment, you know, I will get back to your comment, and I will reach out to each and every one of you. Right.
So one of the things is for everyone, because I'm telling this to everyone that I interview, and the idea is to, you know, anyone who knows a link of a song, you know, maybe even Marcos doesn't know that the link is there, just place it. So this is a moment where, you know, it's just Marcos, you know, your interview, so everyone can come through and hear your music. Click on in there and just hear everything you have done. You know?
Yes. Yeah, you know, that's basically it. You know, everything, you know, everything is so evolved now, you know, with the social media and stuff like that.
Andrea Martin said, I will get some links and put them here when this is done. So it's stuff like that, like just post links of every
Yeah.
Because sometimes we don't
Basically,
remember. Sometimes I don't, you know, I don't remember. I don't know where all my links are at, you know. And you know,
well,
it could,
you know what?
yeah.
Me personally, what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna look through them and then I'm gonna place the links and do what I have to do. You know.
Okay, so here goes the other question: when are we going to see the next, you know, Marcos Nieves on stage? Your next concert, your next performance.
Well, that is up to the promoters. That's up to my fans. You know, I have a couple of people that I have to you know, have a conversation with, but there's a couple of shows in the making.
You know, you just said something really, really, really important. You know, the fans. That word, fans. You know, they are the one that they speak to promoters, and they're the one that put in the good work for us. Because
Yeah.
it comes from a real place. Like, you know, fans are the ones that are, you know, doing the research on you and on you, so they know who you is. They know your value. I know your value. I
Right.
know how much you're worth. I know your music. I've been around you. I know who you is. I know the artist that you are. So, but because of promotions and, you know, all the, you know, politics and stuff like that, you know, sometimes, you know, you know, you don't, people don't get to see that moment. You know what I'm saying? And then the fans are the one that constantly have to be messaging if they know a promoter in their town, in their area, that's gonna make a freestyle concert, you know, to say, hey, don't forget to bring Marcos. Don't forget to bring Marcos Nieves, you know?
Yeah.
So that's, you know, because the idea, now that we got the social media, the idea is for us to take this process to the organic level. You know, you understand? To that organic place where there's no politics involved. He or she who works the harder at taking freestyle to the next level is the one that should get the benefit. The artist, he or she who can do something different for the genre, something new, something different, those are the people that should get the credit, not politics.
Yeah.
Not because
Right.
I know so and so and so and so and so and so. No, let's terminate that era. Let's finish with that. You know, let the music be the one. Let the music be the one, so people can see and judge and say, no, the one that's really, this is the people who are taking freestyle to the next level, and this is the people we want to see up on stage. And then the fans, you know, can tell the promoters, and the promoters are going to listen. And if the fan wants it, the promoters will contact those people who are making big changes for the genre and saying, you know,
Yes.
let's go. Come through. I want you in California, Texas, you know, wherever we have a family, wherever we have a freestyle family. So I'm really excited, really happy about that. And I know this is for real because, for example, my bro, I'm in the comfort of my own home, and we're live.
Yeah.
You're live. You're in the comfort of your home. I'm in the comfort of my own home, you know, and we're doing it.
Yes.
We're doing it because we have love for the arts. We have love for the arts. When it comes to that, you know, there's no money, no nothing, just the love for the art. You know, and anything that is artistic, I want to be involved. Just as you know, artistic, I'm in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes, I do. You know, and the thing about that is that, you know, it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're having fun with it.
You're having fun. You're having fun and sending.
That's it.
Everything is working. Organic means that you're having fun. Yeah, because you're having fun because you already did your work. You know, for example, you are going through your, and I would say, since when have you been in this new era of Marco Nieves' life?
Wow.
When did your muse? When did you met your muse?
Met my what?
Your muse, your woman, your muse, your inspiration.
Oh, when did I meet her?
Mm-hmm.
I met her in the summer.
In the summer. Okay, so since last summer, you've been vibing and writing all this beautiful freestyle music, you know, and
Yep.
and you know, and then you're working, you're creating, you're working, and now
Yeah.
the people, after you finish your work, because when your work finishes, that's when the beauty starts, because now is when people are going to start listening to your work of art.
Yes, they're going to listen to it.
1 year
and
in
they're
the
going,
making, 1 year of absence, almost a year of absence, because you was working and working for the people, writing, printing your emotions.
Yes. I couldn't say it no better than how you said it, Bernardo.
I'm happy about that. And people, you gotta meet Marcos Nieves in person. Marco, he's different. Marco, I just a different guy, and his music. Go check out his music. Don't let me say it. Go check out his music, his words, just the way he puts everything together. It's a real work of art.
I want to thank you, for saying that. Everything that I do, I do it for the fans. I do it because I know I love freestyle music, and everything that I put it out for the fans, for them to listen to, because I know that my song will touch somebody out there, because I know there's somebody out there that went through what I went through.
Marcos, one question, one important question. Which of your work of art is your baby, your favorite song? That one track. Wow. That one special track.
Well, you're talking about one of the tracks I already done.
Yeah, one that this is okay. Your favorite all-time Marcos Nieves track.
It will be Where Did Your Heart Go?
Where Did Your Heart Go?
Yeah.
Why is it so special? Yes. Why? What?
Well, that was one of my comeback songs, because back in '93, I did a few songs. I did Crying Out to You, Come Back to Me, and Mine Forever.
Right.
Those after that, I stopped dealing with the record company that I was dealing with. I'm not going to say any names.
Right.
But, just to save face, I stopped singing and that, just so that I can break the contract, because they broke the contract. So there was a lot of legalities involved in that, so I stopped. But I kept writing. So I kept writing and writing and writing, and then next in 2010, I came out with Where Did Your Heart Go?
Where Did Your Heart Go?
Yeah.
And that's the one that's it. That's your baby right there.
Yes. I love that song.
And what is it? What is that? What is it? What is it? What happened? What were you thinking at that particular moment that made you write that particular track? What were you feeling? Not the thinking, the feeling.
Well, the feeling was confused.
Okay.
I was feeling confused at the time, because, I was going through a situation, so I put what I felt on paper.
Yeah. Well,
And you know what's funny? I'm going to tell you this. I wrote that song in 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's basically, that's how it is. I always say the same thing. We writers are ambassador and translator of a feeling that not everyone knows how to do this. It's called frustration. A lot of people get frustrated because they just don't know how to manifest what they're feeling. And then there comes, you with you get frustrated, you know exactly how to translate the feeling of frustration to paper, and that's why that's why the song was written so fast and so genuine.
Thank you. What it was that I wrote it fast because the ideas was just coming like nonstop, back to back, back to back. Like I was like, oh wow. So I started putting everything on paper, and then I formatted everything at the end. You know what I'm saying? And it took me about 25 minutes to go ahead and put it all together. But like, as soon as I started writing, I was like, wow, thoughts kept coming in my mind, and I just didn't want to stop writing. I wanted to finish it. So I ran through it, and I did it.
Marcos, look, the magic of the internet, the magic of networking. Richie Madrid, the owner of Tony's Way in Philly, said, Marcos Nieves and Bernardo Garcia are Tony's Way. I love it. The owner.
There we go.
You get it? The owner. So this is what it's all about. That's why
yes,
that's why it's so important to go online. That's why it's so important to talk, because there's people watching. The main problem that we have had until now is that promoters did not know where to look for. And now promoters, in the comfort of their own home, they can know what's up. They can see for themselves and hear for themselves, see and hear for themselves. Not like before. Before it was different, the politics, and the people who had the artists, they only said no, we got this one and this one and this one and this one. So they only chose whoever they wanted, not no more. Right now, promoters, club owners, and all the people that need, that want to get artists in their clubs, they can come through and they can hear and see for themselves who's got talent.
Yes. I'll tell you what though, I have a press kit already, what I'm saying, for just in case, for situations like that, for booking and stuff already in place. So yeah. So
I mean, if someone, for example, if someone contacts you, you just direct them to the to the right place. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, exactly.
I do the same in different places. That way, I got a guy a friend of mine in Cali, and I got people who take care of that, because I'm doing my thing, I'm doing my music, and I don't understand much about the whole promotions and
right.
I don't understand much. I like to stick to what I do. You know what I'm saying? My thing is to make music and and do creative stuff.
Right.
Not all that stuff and making follow-ups and all that stuff. I don't know how to do any of that. If I say I was gonna be over there, that's it, man. I'm gonna be over there. For me, it's very simple. You send me my ticket, you send me my hotel, but and that's it. I put it in my calendar. And that's it.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it doesn't function like that, because there's a lot of changes. There's sometimes when there's an event, the events are constantly changing. So we have to, unfortunately, there's changes, and and another call, and calls come through and changes, blah 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 blah. Even dates and cancel shows, and plenty of stuff that happens that it has to do with the business of music, with the industry of music.
Yeah, I agree.
So when is your release of your next record?
Well, like I said, I'm not going to promise any time, but because it's a long project, so. I'm taking my time with it.
Under what record label?
I'm taking my time with it. What happened?
This is going to be released under what record label?
Well, it's going to be released under my label.
Under your label.
Yeah, I'm going to create my own label. Yes, you have to. I think as an artist, you should do things for yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think that the best person that can help you is yourself. So you know, us as artists should just do it ourselves. You know what I mean? Do everything. You know, try and learn how to produce, how to go and do your own thing. And then at the end of the day, because that's what I did, you know, I started from DJing to writing songs to singing to producing.
You
know, so actually I can produce my own tracks. I already produced my own tracks on a couple of my new songs. I have a new song that's called Another Lonely Night.
Another Lonely Night.
Yeah, Another Lonely Night. That is on the Class Menagerie part. That's yes, and I think it's part 3. Yes, my song is on there. Yeah, that's what it is. Is the Clash Menagerie. That's definitely it. So my song is definitely on there, and I wrote it. I wrote it, produced it, and sang it.
Let me hear. I want to hear this. I'm going to ask you a question. I want to hear your answer on this one. What's the difference between old school freestyle and new school freestyle?
You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say this. It's just, well, number one, music wise are the sounds.
The sound.
Yeah, that music wise. Okay. Lyrically, you know, you have to look at it like this. Old school freestyle, new school freestyle, we both singing about the same thing.
Okay.
I'm a new school artist because I started late, you know what I'm saying? When I started, it was like in like I said, in 93. You know, but when I did that, I started in 93. So the writing skills are to me are almost the same, because we all talk about our feelings. You know, we all talk about our feelings. I do not discriminate or hate the old school freestyle artists. My God, you're an old school freestyle artist. You know, like your song. Oh my God! Like I remember when you came out with that song. I was DJing at the time. You know, when your song first came out, I don't even think I was singing at that time. I think I was DJing at the time. But yeah.
And the sound.
Yeah, but
how in the last 25 years, how has the sound evolved?
Well, because, you know, back then, you know, the different sounds they used, like, you know, they used a lot of strings, like a lot of stringy synths. They used a lot of hits. You know, they used a lot of different kind of old school sounds, which now, you know, the sounds has evolved during the years. So now you got like a more hyper bass sound. You have a hyper synth sound. You know, you have different types of loops and arpeggiated sounds now. So, you know, those sounds liven up the music.
Let me ask you a question. You as a producer, give me 2 tracks, old school track, that you say, but I would love to make a remix to that. If I get the acapellas for that, I can rock it in a fresh new way. Give me a couple of songs. You say, man, give me them acapellas. Let me get them acapellas, and I'll come back in a couple of days.
I will say that I will go and do a remix of "It Must Be You" by the Latin Rascals.
It Must Be You by the Latin Rascal.
And I will remix Silent Morning.
Silent Morning by Noel.
Yes.
Give me the acapellas. I'll be right back in a few days. Give me the acapellas.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Just give me the acapellas, and I'll send you something. I'll send you something in a half an hour. I'll show you what I'm coming up with.
Exactly, and I would, I would love to see stuff like that, because coming from you, again, you're an artist. You're like, I see you in your music like a painter with his craft. So I know you're an artist. You know what I'm saying? You're not just a singer. You're an artist, deep person, deep thinker. So I'm like, give me the acapellas, because I know what. Let me lock myself in the lab. I'll be right out like in 4 days.
Yeah, just leave me a bottle of water.
Give me a bottle of water, maybe a Big Mac here and there. Feed me, and and let me get that silent morning, and I'll come back. And
yes, sir.
And and you will bring a fresh approach to a track that is so special and historical to you, like the 2 tracks that you just said.
Yeah, I would bring it out. It's fun being a producer, because being a producer, it allows you to unleash your creativity.
Yeah.
In all aspects.
Yeah.
That's what I love about it. I love creating.
Yeah.
I love creating, and at the end of the day, I could look and say, you know what, I created a masterpiece.
What is the main ingredients in your creativity? How do you come up with the next breakthrough in whenever you get, because we all get I wouldn't say stuck, but we get like poetically stuck for a second, because we know that we cannot proceed until we have a breakthrough.
Right. I'll tell you this, Bernardo. Me personally, like when I write a song, like right now, I'm working on a song called "I Never Thought." That is something that I'm working on now. I take breaks sometimes. It all depends on the song. As a writer. You as a writer, you put a lot of emphasis, in what you're writing. And me, it all depends on the song and what I'm writing about. If it's something that I'm going through, it's about the message, that depicts on how long I'm going to take, for me to make that breakthrough, because I want to make sure that the words are right.
Right. I hear you. So you take you said break, a moment. You take a moment.
I take a moment.
Exactly. I do the same thing. And it's crazy, but I asked you I asked you this question because I had this answer in my mind, because I'm also a writer, and that's exactly what I do. I have to wait whenever I get creatively stuck, and I know that I don't want to press that button. I don't want to put nothing cheesy in there. I don't want to cheat. I don't want to take it, because one wrong move in your songs, you will derail your song to another place. It'll take you. Your song could become. You could start making a freestyle track and end up with a merengue salsa song.
Yeah, that's fun. I'm gonna tell you something so funny. Like, Bernardo, I wrote so many songs that sometimes I have to go look back at the other songs so I can remember the melody, because I lose the melodies of the song.
I hear you, bro. That's how that's how sensitive our work is. That and that's where I think is a real amazing producer is that's the answer that a real producer will give you. The one that you gave me, patience. Give it a moment. Whenever
it'll come to you.
It'll come to you.
It's going to come to you.
The track will. It kind of. I say this. It'll talk to you. It'll say it. And then you hear the breakthrough. It could be, and you don't know. You just turn off the equipment, go do something else, blah 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 blah, and all of a sudden, boom, an idea pops in your head. You're like, okay, I know where I'm going. I know.
And that's where. And look.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. It's so funny you said that because one night, you know, I was in my room, you know, and I was just chilling, you know, watching TV, and then all of a sudden, like, I had an idea. And then next thing you know, while I'm watching TV, I'm running the idea through my head. And then I kept on doing it and doing it and doing it. I was like, you know what? This sounds like a freestyle song.
That's
so
right.
Then I started writing it. I got the pen, and I got the pad, the paper, and started writing. And it's just so funny that I just started writing a song like out of the blue.
Yep. Yeah.
And that's what happened.
Well, that's how it is, you know. And patience is at least that, you know, that's what I do. I put a kick, I put this, I put that, and then I wait. I just wait until that breakthrough. You know what I'm saying? That moment that you see, okay, it's clear now. I see what I need to do, you know?
Well, you know what, Bernardo, as a writer, you know, like everybody has their ways of writing. Like when I write a song, I think about what I'm gonna write. I write it down, and at the end of the day, you know, I look at it, I proofread it, I'll tighten it up. You know, I take words out, put words in. You know, and I just that's all I do. You know, I add and subtract, and I put everything together. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I do to tighten up. Yeah. That's my writing. That's the way I write.
Yeah. Well, my friends, this has been Freestyle Talk with our special guest and friend of mine, Marcos Nieves. So, you know, the idea is to, you know, go, you know, if you never heard his music, this is the moment where you should go into YouTube and, you know, type freestyle artist Marcos Nieves.
Yeah, they could go and just go put Marcos Nieves Latin freestyle, and yes, and then right there they'll see my song "You Got Me." They'll see "Come Back to Me." They'll see "Mine Forever." They'll see "Crying Out to You." They'll see a whole lot of songs. They'll see "I'm Sorry." They'll see my remake of "Alone."
And you know what, Marcos? I would love to, just as I told Andrea yesterday, I don't want to end this. I want to pause it because, you know, the moment that you have your stores up and running in the internet, I would love, you know, to have you here again, so we can, you know, make that information, you know, send that information out there, so people who are listening to your song can know that your songs are available on the internet stores, and, you know, let's go out there and support.
Right, but it's like I said, I do have physical copies of my album.
That's right.
If anyone out there is interested, they could just inbox me, and then we could disclose information then.
That's right. So thank you so much, everyone, for being there and watching us once again. You know, making history over here. You know, locating all the freestyle artists all over the globe. You know, and bringing them to at least one platform. I would love for people to make more platforms, you know, so we can locate wherever there's a freestyle in the globe. Let's locate them and let's bring them in so everyone can have the chance to know that what their name is and know their music and hear the music and appreciate and enjoy their craft, right?
Yes. Right, you're absolutely right.
So thank you so much, and remember, pause it. We're not gonna end it. We're gonna pause it, and we're gonna continue in another time.
Let me say thank you, Bernardo, for having me, for interviewing me, and I wanna, like I said, thanks. I wanna say thanks to all of you out there watching me. May God bless you all, and you all have a good night.
Thank you so much. Have a good night. Thank you, everyone.